Have you ever held a book that feels like it holds the secrets of the universe? A book that isn't just meant to be read, but to be lived with, to be felt deep in your soul? Today, we're going to explore such a book, one that has guided billions of people for over 1,400 years and continues to shake the hearts of those who approach it with an open mind. This is the Qur'an. Let's journey back to the 7th century, to a cave on Mount Hira, near Mecca. A man named Muhammad, known for his honesty and contemplative nature, is meditating. It is here that he receives the first divine revelation, the beginning of a process that would span 23 years. Imagine for a moment the weight of that experience. The angel Jibril, in Arabic, delivering words not from a human, but from the creator of the heavens and the earth. These revelations wouldn't come all at once, like a pre-written book handed down. They were revealed gradually, piece by piece, often in response to specific events, questions, and challenges faced by the nascent Muslim community. This piecemeal revelation made the Qur'an a living, breathing guide, addressing real-life situations as they unfolded. It was a curriculum for a new way of life, taught over 2 decades, and the language chosen for this message is Arabic, but not just any Arabic. The language of the Qur'an is considered the pinnacle of Arabic literary style. It's a language of profound depth and beauty, where a single word can carry layers of meaning. Its rhythm, its rhyme, its eloquence. Even for those who don't understand the words, the sound of its recitation can be mesmerizing. A powerful experience that moves people to tears. It's a linguistic miracle that has challenged poets and scholars for centuries, a style so unique that it's seen as proof of its divine origin. It wasn't just what was said, but how it was said, that captured the hearts and minds of the early Arabs and continues to do so today. Within its pages, the Qur'an weaves captivating stories of prophets and past nations. We hear about Adam and Eve, Noah and the Great Flood, Abraham's unwavering faith, Joseph's trials and triumphs, Moses' confrontation with Pharaoh, and Jesus' miraculous birth and ministry. These aren't just historical tales. They are powerful lessons in faith, patience, perseverance, and the consequences of human choices. Each story is a mirror, reflecting timeless struggles and eternal truths, reminding us that we are part of a long chain of humanity, striving to connect with the divine. But the Qur'an is more than just stories. It's a comprehensive guide for life, laying down a framework for a just and moral society. It details laws and principles covering everything from personal ethics, like honesty and kindness to parents, to social justice, like caring for the poor and orphans. It establishes rules for marriage, divorce, and inheritance, and sets out principles for trade and finance. It's not just a set of do's and don'ts. It's a moral compass that guides every aspect of a believer's life, aiming to create harmony within oneself, with others. And with God, the core message is to worship the one God and to be a source of good in the world. At the very heart of the Quranic message is the overwhelming concept of God's or Allah's mercy. The book begins almost every chapter with the phrase, "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful." This isn't just a formality. It sets the tone for the entire message. The Qur'an describes Allah as closer to us than our own jugular vein, always ready to forgive, and whose mercy encompasses all things. It repeatedly encourages people to turn back to Him, no matter their past mistakes, offering hope and solace. It paints a picture of a loving, compassionate Creator, not a distant, wrathful deity. This emphasis on mercy is a balm for the soul, a constant reminder that the door to forgiveness is always open. What's also fascinating is how the Qur'an, revealed over 1,400 years ago, contains statements that resonate with modern scientific discoveries. It speaks about the origin of the universe from a single point, the expansion of the cosmos, the embryonic development in the womb, the water cycle, and the nature of mountains as pegs stabilizing the earth. For believers, these aren't coincidences. They are seen as signs from the Creator. Knowledge that a man in 7th century Arabia could not have known on his own, further cementing the Qur'an's divine origin. It encourages believers to ponder and reflect on the natural world, to see the signs of God in every part of creation. So, how do Muslims actually engage with this book? Learning the Qur'an is a lifelong journey for a Muslim. It starts in childhood, learning to recite the Arabic letters, and then memorizing short chapters. Many go on to memorize the entire book, a remarkable feat that earns them the title of Hafiz, or guardian of the Qur'an. But it's not just about memorization. It's about understanding the meaning, studying its exegesis or tafsir, and most importantly, implementing its teachings. The Qur'an is recited daily in the 5 obligatory prayers, making it a constant companion. It's turned to for guidance in times of confusion, for comfort in times of sorrow, and for gratitude in times of joy. It's not a book that sits on a shelf collecting dust. It's the central hub of a Muslim's spiritual life. For over 14 centuries, the Qur'an has remained remarkably preserved. From the moment the verses were revealed, they were immediately memorized by the Prophet Muhammad and his companions and written down on whatever materials were available: palm leaves, stones, animal skins. Within a few decades of the Prophet's death, these scattered writings were compiled into a single volume. The Mushaf, under the leadership of his successors, meticulous care was taken to ensure that not a single word was altered. Copies were sent to the major centers of the Islamic world, and today, a Qur'an in Morocco is identical to one in Indonesia. This intact preservation, along with the unbroken chain of memorization, is considered a fulfillment of the Qur'an's own promise that God Himself would guard it from corruption. In conclusion, the Qur'an is a book that transcends time. Its words, revealed over 1,400 years ago, speak to the modern world with as much relevance and power as they did to the desert Arabs. It's a book of guidance, source of peace, a warning, and a bearer of good news. Challenges the intellect and comforts the soul. The book itself hasn't changed. Its ink is dry, its words are set. It is we, the people, who change as we interact with it. With every reading at every stage of life, we uncover new layers of meaning, new insights that speak directly to our own experiences. The Qur'an remains a constant, an unchanging beacon in a turbulent world, inviting every generation to discover the profound and heart-shaking message it holds within its pages. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you found this exploration meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that delves into the spiritual treasures of our world. See you next time.